I'm at the AJC Decatur Book Festival in Decatur, Georgia. It's a remarkable event filled with people who love to read and write, and the people who love them. I'm here because my husband, Dennis Diamond, has written his own book. He's somebody who was not a writer. He was a dancer and a videographer, and discovered that writing was his way of expressing himself now. So he's written his own book. It's an autobiography with stories and drawings, and he's here to read from it.
Ever woken up in the morning and can't remember where you lay? Head a little bit fuzzy, your vision blurry, unable to think about your day's events, your mind feeling twisted as if the membranes do not fire? This is how I feel four out of 7 days a week.
I think it's important for him to be out here with the people so that they really get to know him and see what a bipolar person is like. And they're not always yelling and screaming at each other, but they can also be nice, and his book is just basically a window into what a bipolar person is.
I bought a newspaper last Sunday, and I saw Dennis' name in it, and I didn't know anything about the book festival. And that bipolar, and I never had anybody to stand up in front of a large group of people and write a book about bipolar, and that caught my attention.
I think that Dennis has learned a lot about who he is and is really proud of himself for trying to let other people into that, because it's so meaningful. The feedback he's gotten from other people whose friends or relatives are bipolar or are themselves, they're grateful. And that feeds him as an artist, because he's writing this for himself, but he's also really writing it for everybody else too.
And I'm bipolar. I've been bipolar for years and didn't know it till I became grown. I was bipolar when I was a child.
What the hell are they thinking? They just lie around in bed, or they're over the top creating things. They're running around thinking they can be in charge, and then all of a sudden they disappear for like a couple of weeks, and then they're back again. What the hell are they thinking? Well, this is what my book tells, what I'm thinking. I didn't write something to say I went and bought 500 snake bite kits to give to all my friends. I went and wrote how it feels inside to be bipolar.
And I hid it. I didn't know what was wrong with me. Some days I would be happy, some days I would be so depressed I couldn't hardly get out of bed. But I didn't tell anybody because they didn't have anywhere to place me.
It's something that we don't always know how to talk about, or think we can only talk about with a doctor, and we deal with it on a day-to-day basis. And it's really important he's here to share his story, a very personal story, because it relates to pretty much everybody else.
Help people understand that bipolar is a frenzy of many different, you go through many different phases when you're bipolar. The pictures showed that. The art motivated me, and he motivated me. He is not ashamed of his disease.
Bipolar people, nobody knows about them. We're hidden. We're afraid to come out. We're afraid our family doesn't know us, and sometimes we end up screaming at them. And we can't help ourselves. Please, please, just put up with us. We will figure it out, but we need your help just to understand how we are floating. Thank you very much.